Welcome back to Masterminds, round one competition today. Edinburg North leads PSJA North 160-35. It's time for the final stretch. Last question until the final bell rings. Whoever's leading at that point moves on to round two. Hands on your buzzers. Everybody playing. Here we go. We start with a math question. There's a square vacant lot through which children have cut a diagonal path 40 meters long. What's the whole area of the lot in square meters? That's PSJA North, Brandon.
400.
No? Edinburg North,
Can
anybody?
you repeat the question?
There's a square vacant lot through which children have cut a diagonal path 40 meters long. What's the whole area of the lot in square meters? And time is up. 800. About 45 centimeters long, 1 centimeter in diameter, weighing about 35 grams. It's the pathway along which passes the sensory information and motor impulses which allow you to press your buzzers. What's it called? Edinburg North, Taylor.
Neurons?
No? PSJA North, anybody? Ring in if you know. Time is up. The spinal cord. In what two wars did Ulysses S. Grant serve? Edinburg North, Daniel.
The Civil War and the U.S.-Mexican War.
Yes. Name the scientists who developed both of these laws, the law of segregation and the law of independent assortment. Edinburg North, Daniel.
Gregor Mendel?
Yes. What number needs to be added to x squared minus 2x in order to obtain a perfect square trinomial? That's PSJA North, Brandon.
4.
No. Edinburg North, Caesar.
1.
That's correct. Iceland is known as the land of fire and ice. What land is referred to as the roof of the world? That's Edinburg North, Taylor.
Greenland?
No? PSJA North, anybody? Ring in. That's Julissa.
Denmark.
No, it's Tibet. In the famous balcony scene, what's the part of Juliet's face Romeo wishes he might touch? Edinburg North, Daniel.
Her cheek?
That's correct. Although South America is overwhelmingly Catholic, two South American nations are predominantly Protestant. Name these two nations, the only two in South America with English or Dutch as official languages. That's Edinburg North, Caesar.
French Guinea and Brazil?
No. PSJA North, anyone? Ring in. Time is up. Guyana in English and Suriname was Dutch. What type of instrument would someone wear to measure the number of miles walked? That's Edinburg North, Daniel.
A pedometer?
That's correct. 4 math questions. What is half the sum of 1/2 and 1/4? And time is up. 3/8. What's the greatest value that the trig function y equals sine x can assume? That's PSJA North, Brandon.
1.
That's correct. What's the lowest common denominator of the fractions 3/5, 7/8, and 9/10? Edinburg North, say sorry.
1/10?
No?
Can you?
PSJA North, whoever.
40.
Angel. Sorry?
40.
That's correct. 40 is correct. Find the discriminant of x squared minus 3x minus 5 equals 0. All right, PSJA North, Brandon.
The square root of -11.
No. Edinburg North, say so.
-5?
No, it's 169. What is the only state to have Spanish and English state songs? Edinburg North, Taylor.
Texas?
No? PSJA North, anybody? All right, Julissa.
New Mexico.
That's correct. In the field of cosmetology, what's the American term for what British call varnish? Edinburg North, Taylor.
Hair?
No. PSJA North, anyone? All right, Julissa.
Dust.
Dust. No, it's nail polish. What is formed by the coastlines of France and Spain? Is it the Adriatic Sea, the Strait of Gibraltar, the Bay of Biscay, Gulf of Bothnia, or the Tyrrhenian Sea? That's Edinburg North, Cesar. No, that's not correct. PSJA North, anybody? That's Julissa.
Bay of Biscay.
Bay of Biscay, yes. Restate this sentence in the active voice. Mice and rats are eaten by owls. Edinburg North, Cesar.
Owls eat mice and rats.
That's correct. In 1898, William Randolph Hearst cabled Frederick Remington. You furnish the pictures and I'll furnish what? Edinburg North, Cesar.
The frames?
No? PSJA North, anyone? Ring in if you know. Time is up. The war. Okay. Another math question. Subtract 6 gallons, 3 quarts, and 2 pints from 9 gallons and 1 pint? And give your answer in the simplest terms. Subtract 6 gallons, 3 quarts, and 2 pints from 9 gallons, 1 pint. Give your answer in the simplest terms. Excuse me. And time is up. 2 gallons, 1 pint. Another math question. A 5-kilogram car is traveling at a rate of 5 meters per second. What is the kinetic energy of the car? That's PSJ North Brandon.
67.5.
No,
Can you repeat it? Sorry.
not anymore. Caesar, you're ringing.
20.
No, 62.5. Close. Dante was presumptuous enough to record his own passage through hell and purgatory to heaven. Ghiberti sculpted his own image onto the work which forms the doors of the baptistry in Florence. Name the work.
The
Say
Divine
so.
Comedy.
No. PSJ North. And time is up. The Gates of Paradise. This company's private zip code is 00401. It's the lowest in the U.S. Postal Service. Name this company in Pleasantville, New York, with, appropriately enough, the most numerically condensed zip code. And time is up. Okay, I'll give it to you. Edinburg North Daniel.
Nabisco.
No? PSJ North, last shot. Time is up. Reader's Digest. Name the only country in both top 5 lists in the production of wheat and rice. Edinburg North Taylor.
China.
No? PSJ North, anyone? Ring in. All right, Brandon.
India.
That's correct. What dominant Puritan theology was once described in this ditty? You can and you can't, you will and you won't. You'll be damned if you do, you'll be damned if you don't. Time was up. That was Calvinism. A famous painting by Canaletto is The Quay of the Piazzetta. To what city would you go to see the scene in real life? All right, Edinburg North Taylor.
Rome.
No? And there's our bell singing the end of the game. What were you going to say, Brandon?
Paris.
No, it was Venice was the right answer, but our game is over. That bell signals the end. Our final score is Edinburg North 220, PSJ North 85. That means Edinburg North, you're moving on to the next round. I want to congratulate all the students for a great job today. I want to thank our judges once again, Dr. Burke and Dr. Rivetta here from UTRGV. All right, Edinburg North, we'll see you in round 2, and we'll see you at home next week for another exciting competition of Masterminds.